Hello, in today's video I'll be going over my crystals in both PvP and PvE, and will give you an explanation behind why I use them. Our standard PvP set is designed for overall PvP in 1v1s as well as group fights. This is basically the best of both worlds. With the new region release in the game, there have been new crystals added, and we now use the upgraded versions of Whooms, 4 of them to complete their 4-set effect. This gives tankiness and some accuracy. Special evasion gives us HP and special attack evasion rate, which is very helpful for evading damage, and you'll see everyone using them. Elker crystals are a no-brainer. Resistance in BDO is absolutely disgusting in my opinion, so I do my best to put on a lot of ignore resistance to make sure my combos land as often as possible. Jin Vipers are used for an additional 40 all accuracy. You never have enough accuracy on Musa, so I highly recommend using them, especially since majority of players stack evasion. I use 2 Jins of Courage for an additional 20% ignore knockdown resistance. Knockdown CCs are the strongest CC in the game, after grabs, and for Musa landing a knockdown is very important. The new Hate crystal is the best in slot gem for PvP. This is one of the most expensive crystals in the game that came with the new region update. It offers a mix of stats, all for more tankiness. Crystal of Frozen Bitterness is also a new one, and it gives evasion as well as DR. I use 2 of them. For the final slot, I add a Glorious Olicus Crystal to get some extra accuracy, human damage, and 1% attack speed. If you're an evasion player, then most likely you'll want to swap out at least 2 crystals and put in some Jin Harfias. This will give you another 40 all evasion to your stats. Alright, the next build is called AP Monkey. Pretty self-explanatory. Musa is incredibly squishy, so why not have a full glass cannon setup? This build is designed for nuke plays, where you'll dash into players, do your combo, and you either kill the guy in 2 seconds or you're dead. Sounds stupid, it probably is, but it's also a build that people use. You'll want to add 2 Olicus Crystals, 2 Red Spirits, 2 RBF Addis, 2 Corrupted, Bongwang's Tear, 2 Jin Crystal of Courage Ignore Knockdown Resistance, 2 RBF Vipers, and 2 Jin Vipers. And I toss in an Elker for Ignore Resistance. You can swap the Elker for more AP as you wish. The third set is for Node Wars, specifically T2 capped. For T2 capped Node Wars, you'll basically want to hard stack HP. Your AP DP resistance accuracy is all capped to a certain point for these Node Wars, so using your standard crystals will be pointless. The build that I use to stack up my HP is the following: 2 Rebellious Crystals, 2 Crystals of Elker, 2 Glorious Olicus Crystals, 2 Jin Special Evasion, 2 Corrupted, a Hate Tier, the 4th set of Whooms, and the final slot is for a Bon Cobblinus for more HP. There isn't much more to say really. Stack HP through crystals, artifacts, and furniture buffs. Lastly, the PvE crystal build. This build will vary depending on what mob spots you grind, as each grind spot has different AP caps. The following build is a solid base for grinding the content offered in the game, and you will have to test out your hit rate on mobs, as you may lack on accuracy. In the event that you lack accuracy, you'll want to swap out the Macalods for Jin Vipers, and if you need even more accuracy, swap out another 2 Macalods for the Elkers. The following picture explains how you should build your PvE set perfectly. As you can see from the image shown, we have a baseline of crystals: Gyron's Tear, 2 Rebellious, 2 Glorious Acreds, 2 Crystals of Brutal Decimation, and a Dark Red Fang Allure. Now, this is very easy to follow. If the grind spot that you're on is back attack efficient, for example Gyfins, then you'll want to use the Crystal of Mysterious Darkness. If you're not grinding Gyfins, I highly recommend using the Corrupted Magic Crystals. You need accuracy. If you don't, use the 4th set of Macalods. If you do, use the Jin Vipers. I personally grind Hex a lot, and I need to use the Jin Vipers as well as the Elkers to grind the spot. For the final crystal slots, you can go for multiple options. If you're grinding a spot where you get CC'd a lot, you can use resistance, such as the Adamantine crystals. If you don't struggle with resistance, then you can use attack speed ones, such as Olocus. Or if you don't want those, you can put on another 2 set of Macalots, or 1 Dark Red Fang Valor, and a Crimson Flame of Power. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this video was helpful, and if you're still listening to my voice, then have a lovely day and hit that like button.